Hi Virgo, I'm Lisi the High Priestess. You can find me on Lisi the High Priestess on TikTok for my other readings, Lisi's World for my other talents, Lisi the High Priestess 86 on IG, Lisi the High Priestess 2 por TikTok y YouTube Español. For YouTube, press like, subscribe, notification. With the notification bell, you can get my lives. If not, you'll have to wait 12 hours. I like to tell unique stories that won't resonate with everyone. And I do general and channeling throughout the story. Sometimes we just be talking. Okay. I got some tea, Virgo. Virgo. Because I like going through my IG. When I want to find out what's going on with celebrities, IG is where it's at. If I want to know what's going on in my community, Facebook is where it's at. But I believe it's Whack 100 was talking about a sexual experience he had with Tasha K. And Tasha K was asked about it. I want to say all allegedly, but it's all over IG. And baby, that's why doing business behind gossiping isn't like a cool thing to do for those that are smart. Because we all get to reap what we sow. Now, y'all see how Wendy, how she went through, like she made money off of people's no shade, Wendy. And I actually used to watch Wendy. Sometimes I was for it, and sometimes but I still watched the show. It was like gambling celebrities' lives and making money off of misfortunate events or opinions or whatever. That's one of the reasons why I believe it's very important. Just, sometimes I talk about it and sometimes I don't, but I don't want to go into detail or finding out their dirt and exposing it through my tarot, through divination. That's none of my fucking business. But I was in the business and I did leave a comment. I said, this is why we shouldn't make gossiping business, because it's all fun and games when we're gossiping about others. But when they gossip about us, we feel some kind of way. And it can get really ugly when someone is, within celebrities, it can become very, very ugly. Have you noticed Beyonce don't really like entertain the shade? She says nothing, but then they say that she's very shady, and this is allegedly. Don't be taking this too far. I'm a fan of Beyonce, by the way. Big fan of Beyonce. But people make up rumors about people, and I have rumors made up about me. Have you ever had a rumor made up about you? You ever hear a rumor about yourself? I've heard rumors about myself, and I had to laugh at some of the shit. And some of the shit made me cry. I was like, I can't believe you motherfuckers. With my Denzel Washington voice, I can't believe you motherfuckers. But when you're monetizing off of people's misfortunate events, that's a different type of ballgame. One thing is when, it's within the family, it's within your society, amongst your peers, and, someone starts to spread something, that's a different. But when it's like an entity, that's what we call it, an entity, which is when we take it to the light right here for everyone to see, displaying and making interviews and showing proof and showing receipts and stuff like that. And then what's crazy, a lot of people willingly put themselves in situations where they know they can set up a star and make you know how paranoid you gotta be sometimes. I am not in no hurry having to be that fucking paranoid, because stars have their actual platform. People who have money, people who are like real, have real power, they have their fake profiles or accounts, and that's where they press like, and they express themselves, and then they have their actual and it's because, man, like, it's fucked up. I don't know. my heart goes out to people who have that kind of life or whatever. I prefer not to be like, this is actually happening to, if it's not good stuff, I shouldn't even be talking about it. But like, congratulating someone on a pregnancy, if that comes up, that you see a celebrity or that they're coming up with some new music or something, that's dope as hell. I mean, of course, don't like release the fucking the actual product, but going into shit like, I have ran across, like, because when you get on YouTube, things go down on there. I run across someone doing the tarot on Christine and and that blue face guy, and I was like, you don't really need too much tarot to fucking see the future in that. No shade, I like Christine, by the way. I have expressed many times I don't like Blueface. I'm sorry, he might not like me. He'll probably get on and show me that his one of his baby mama has the biggest butt. But I'm a fan of Christine. Christine, if I'm saying her name right. I think that child is beautiful. And Blueface needs to grow up. I pray that he grows up. I pray they grow, actually. But I'm not a fan of his baby's mom. Just the things that I saw, and it just kind of reminds me of scenarios of people I've seen in my life. And we all have dealt with a baby daddy that has acted like Blueface. When they don't know no better. They're young still, so they're still learning. They're in their self knowing. That's another reason why we shouldn't tear people apart, because they're growing in process, and they're a work in process. And I don't know. I am talking about celebrities, and I'm saying allegedly, but that entity gossiping and using your power, your position of blogging or being entertainers, that can be used against us. Swap, measure your words. You, me, and everyone around us should always measure our words, because they could come back and haunt us. And even going under comments and saying hateful stuff like, oh, you're like, one thing is putting in your opinion. Another one is just using your platform to literally diss someone, to degrade them, like, or start a hate. Like, I've I've said it plenty of times. I think Blueface needs jail time. There's a couple. I think Jocelyn needs fucking an exorcism, and I think she needs to go to prison. But she can change. Who knows who can change her? It's not me. I don't think I'll ever want to be around people like that. And I hope nobody ever tries to force me to be friends with them. Like, maybe that's not all that it is, like what it shows on TV, but if you're showing that stuff on TV, I can only imagine what's going on behind closed doors. I'm just saying, half of these reality shows are based on fighting. Everything has to do with, it's WWF, it's WWE, with physical altercations, and a lot of these bloggings are really gossiping, and they're really in people's business, like personal business that, like, it really doesn't pertain to us. We're constantly throwing rocks at glass houses, and that's not cool. I'm speaking for self too, because I have fall into anything I've been talking about. I told you, I just left comments. I left comments. But I'm not gonna tarnish their name, or no, if we talking R. Kelly can go straight to hell. That's a fact. Someone can save him, but it's not me. That's how I feel. And we all gonna go to hell for different things. you know I might be going to hell because I just don't like R. Kelly. And I said what I said as far as that Tasha K situation is, like, you make money off of people's misfortunate events, and There's has been things that have been said, some very serious things that were taken into the judicial system, and people have legally won, and that speaks in volumes. Some people don't play about the reputation, and I get it, because it's all fun and games to gossip about someone until it's you, and that can really, that's slandering, and that is a very serious thing. I've seen people do it to people I love on YouTube. I don't play that shit. I've came to defend a lot of celebrities that I like, then and now. When I had it, and when I didn't have it. There's just some people I'm very inspired by. People make up rumors, and you know what? Despite of the rumors that are being made, I still fuck with certain people. Now you doing some R. Kelly shit? I don't fuck with that. And I don't fuck with too many. Like some people, just they. I don't know. I can deal with certain people's messiness, and some people's messiness I can't. It's just me talking to you, Virgo. I haven't even pulled out the cards this whole time. I've been, you could find yourself having a topic of conversation of gossiping. And even though I think someone might actually come to defend you, or you're defending somebody else, or you're getting the idea like, dude, I wouldn't want you to talk about me like that. And also, like, me and my best friend, when we get together and we talk about like things that are happening, and we know things or whatever, and it's between us, that's one thing. But we're not on social media displaying it to the world, the things that we know, because even though we might not like that person, or we know certain knowledge, that doesn't mean we have to share it with everyone. And they may not like that. And even though we might not be their biggest fans, we are not no haters. Someone might say that that's not cool. You know what I'm saying? It's not cool, at all. But, and for another person, someone's going to tell them, oh, but when you did it to them, it was all gravy. You reap what you sow. And sometimes it be us saying that to people. It be you saying that to someone saying it to you, or me saying it to you, or you even saying it to me. You know what I'm saying? You reap what you sow. And not always anybody's right, or you could see it happen between two people, or you're just thinking it in your head, like you reap what you sow. I can't feel too bad for you. You needed that. So you could see that you're not untouchable. You know what I'm saying? Not just you. I'm saying even me. Like, if but when I do it to somebody, you know what I'm saying? Or I act just like them, then people want to act all victims. But when you did it to me, you want to act like I was asking for it. You know what I'm saying? You get my concept? I'm not saying that I'm just, the way I do my readings and stuff like that, I like to have people think about life and your decisions. At the end of the day, you are the maker of your own destiny. No matter what these stories come out, you are the one who makes your life you. No matter what kind of knowledge I give you, no matter what kind of inspiration I give you, you are your biggest inspiration. Maybe it just took me to trigger you. Maybe you needed it just to trigger me. But you are the master of the destiny that you want to have, no matter what. You can choose to take what you hear and be aware and what not to do in the future, or you just know what will happen if you choose certain paths in life. You have free will. And no one, especially a person like me, can force you to do things you don't want to do. The mouth is something very hard to control, because you're the one controlling your mouth. Nobody else is. You are controlling your opinions. It's your own two eyes. It's the demon and the angel inside of your brain. It's the destiny that you decide to take. You could take the green pill, or you could take the red pill. The red pill will take you to the best version of yourself. The red pill. The green pill will take you to the dark version of you. And throughout life, those things that you chose, your free will be reflections and memories that you will have with other people and yourself throughout your life. And it will be a discussion you will have with other people or other people will have with you. But you are your biggest manifester. You can make your dreams come true with the right people, saying the right things about people. Because gossiping ain't always bad gossip. It's also like good gossip. You know what I'm saying? I heard. They're like the coolest person in the world, man. That's what I heard. I actually heard they became a better person. Also, it's a good thing that somebody did gossip because someone had the opportunity to stand up for someone. And had that person not gossiped, they would have never experienced what it is to be put in their place. Because someone stood up for someone, was like, hey, that's not cool what you're doing. How are you going to feel when I go back and tell them that that's what you're doing? And when we're talking about social media is flat out there. You know, it's clear someone don't give a fuck. But you ever hop, you know, sometimes you can give the time of day to hop on to the in front of everybody that's gossiping and say something. It's almost this thing that happened with Selena and what's that girl? The girl that's married to Haley. Selena tried to stay positive a lot, you know, she's tried to be humble and then finally boom, she made a song about it and then people felt like I wasn't being mean. Oh no. And they lost a lot of endorsements behind that. But they have more than one, she had more than 7 experiences with the 7 of Cups, taking the mean girl, and it explains why some people would not want. Look, that might be pure gossip, but people film their life. And while you're filming, whether you're acting or you're doing it for clout or whatever, it speaks in volumes what you're willing to do for money. See, the beautiful thing about YouTube is that you have to be the creator of your own world, right? This is my platform and I could do what I want with it. I could use my tarot to gossip about everyone and put them out, but these are set examples for the world, not just for celebrities, but for you in your real life. For you and that shit really does happen to normal people. To normal people like me and you. People talk about us, say things. It doesn't have to be on social media. You can hear the whispers when you're walking by. Oh, she in the Illuminati and blah, blah, blah. But then people still fuck with you. They be like, oh, they're into the darkness, but then they're listening to your music. All I can say, if you don't want to see anything dark, close your eyes, close your mouth, don't move, stay in the corner of the room, be as paranoid as you want to, but we're all prone to mistakes, including the person that's doing the judging. Including the person that's doing the judging. Me, you, and everyone around us. We all have to be accountable for the bullshit that we put out to the world. And, I'm only referencing these people because it has already been exposed to the social media. And I guess I could be carrying on the rumors, but they're not much rumors. They're being filmed. People are making money off of the things they have found out. I would have never found out had bloggers not been so much in your business and put it out there. Because I'm not pulling no cards on no Kardashian unless you're paying me some money. I'm not doing that shit for free. It's not that exciting. She films it and puts sound effects and shit. The fuck I need to use my tarot cards to find out more. Do you really think I give a fuck about what's going on with Kanye? Kanye's tired of our shit. Kanye's actually a really smart man. He deals with his emotions just like we do. Y'all think he's bipolar. Some of you motherfucking bitches, not y'all, but there's bitches out here that are schizophrenic. There's sleazos out here that are schizophrenic. A lot worse than Kanye. At least he's taking care of his business. He's allowed to be that weird. There's a lot of people running around with secret disabilities. And you know what's so fucking crazy? They'll be the very ones judging people who have succeeded in life. And there's no reason to succeed in life. No reason to succeed in life if you're just going to abuse it. Like, if you ever make it to be successful, don't forget that there's some poor kid out there that is inspired by you. Give back as much as you can. This is on my charity work. You know, I wish I could monetize out of everything. I'm not too sure if I even want to do that. I just feel like I'm lucky God saved me. And I don't know about you, Virgo, but I think you're pretty blessed to be saved to be watching me. Now, I might have a Virgo too that does not like me, but for the most part, I get along really good with Virgos. There's not too many Virgos I don't like. Virgos tend to be very good people, or they've been very good people to me, even ones that we should have never been friends. I don't know. But I've heard all kinds of stories, and I don't always believe everything I hear because of the person that's saying it. And some things do need to be exposed. That R. Kelly shit, that needed to happen. That I will give credit to Tasha K on that. That was now that's worthy of talking about. People like that need to go straight to jail in hell. Don't ask me to change my opinion or to go on to being Saint Lissy. That's not my fucking problem with the kind of demons he got to deal with. Men like that don't get my sympathy. And women too. Women who groom other women to do fucked up things to kids or doing it for a man. You'd be surprised how many of these washed up people are out here breeding kids into a miserable life. I seen on TikTok where there was a woman, her mother, her stepfather, okay, she passed away, gave birth to her, and then he married her because they were in the state of Utah and she was 14 years old, and he married her. And so they found out that she had like some kind of tumor or some kind of disease in her womb, and he did not want her to get surgery because then she wouldn't have kids. You're getting my drift? And the doctors explained to her that she has every single right to want to get a hysterectomy. And she said that she was going to end that curse. And the curse that she was talking about was what them kind of men use the purpose of breeding. I don't feel sorry for that kind of hell. There was a story, another one of the doctor getting this feeling about this girl being human trafficked. And he made this big old spectacle. And the mom, the auntie, was trafficking her, had had kidnapped her at the age of 14. I don't feel sorry for that kind of hell. I don't know, Virgo. I don't feel sorry for men who go straight to hell because they've been drugging women and abusing them. I don't feel sorry for them. So trust me when I tell you, I don't be hating all witches. Some witches need to exist because that's what they're specialized on handling. And I don't even want to begin to go on a journey of a woman who decided to make that her life, because a woman who considers herself a witch, because there's women who are openly, they know they'll tell you that's what they practice, they'll tell you exactly what they do, and they're the shit at that. They don't fuck around about that shit, and that shit's none of my business. Like, it's a blessing and a curse at the same time, having certain gifts and having certain platforms. For example, like blogging, like it's a gift when you're exposing a pedophile, but it's not a gift when you're doing it because you let your head get too big and now you're by force wanting to make something true that is not true. You know what I'm saying? And that kind of shit, God sees that shit. And other people see that stuff, and you got to be careful playing a wolf because it takes a wolf to take a wolf. You know what I mean? I just think that we got to be careful when we're gossiping because it's all fun and games until they gossip about us. And some of us don't play about our character, about our reputation. And shout out to people who are very calculated and are, they know how to handle that type of controversy because it's not for everyone. People can't handle controversy. So Virgo, just understand that people gonna hate you, love you again. Sometimes they high side your shit and sometimes they won't. And people are always gonna gossip about you. Shoot, they gossiped about Jesus. You think they ain't gonna gossip about you? They gossiping about me right now. It's all how we can handle it. And the people that really love you are gonna stick by your side. Unless you're doing some R. Kelly shit, get the fuck away from me. You know what I mean? But if you're not on that R. Kelly shit and you just vibing, just know that people gonna know who you really are. People will always know who you really are. The real recognize real. And that's just what it is in this world full of gossipers.